Hello children, a big loving welcome to your own channel Ammu&You, where Ammu is ready with a brand new story for you. Today, the story that I have got for you is our superhero Hanuman. How is he a superhero? Well, you've got to hear the story for this. Uh, you all have heard about the story of Ram, Lakshman, Sita, and how the evil Ravana kidnapped Sita and took her away to his kingdom, Sri Lanka. Ram and Lakshman in the forest were looking for her everywhere, but could not find anywhere. Searching. Ram met Hanuman and his tribe of monkeys. Now, Hanuman was very sad hearing the heart-rending tale of Sita's kidnapping. He vowed his loyalty towards Ram and said, "Don't you worry, I will set out in search of Ma Sita." Immediately he set out in search with his troop of monkeys, and he went here and there, and he reached the southern shores of our country, India. There, when he reached, he was faced with the huge, vast Indian Ocean. Now he thought, how would he cross this ocean? He was not a bird that he could fly. So what would he do? And the ocean looked so rough and fierce. So he was worried. Then Jambavan, the king of the bears, told him, "Hanuman, if someone, it is only you who can do this. You can cross the ocean." "How can I cross the ocean? You say just anything. How can I cross the ocean? Am I a bird who can fly?" "No, Hanuman. You have to remember you were born with superpowers, magical powers. But when you were a child, you had angered a sage who had cursed you and taken away all your powers. But he had said that you will again regain those powers at the time of a great need. So please, Hanuman, see that you invoke those powers again." Hanuman sat to think, and he said, closed his eyes, and he said, "Rama, Rama, 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 Rama." With all his heart, he started praying. And very soon the strength started returning into his body. He started feeling strength, and his face glowed like the rising sun, and energy flowed into his body like a tornado. And he leapt into the air and almost flew towards Sri Lanka. Turning, raising a hand, he let out a mighty roar and leapt into the sky. He flew over the huge mountains that he saw. And he kept on flying. Even the clouds, parted to make way for him. They were in awe. The fish swam from down in the water to look up at this mighty being who was flying up in the sky. Who was he? And everyone was in awe of this magnificent creature named Hanuman. Suddenly, Hanuman saw something rising from the ocean. It was growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And oh, it's a mountain. I'm Mount Mainaka. And I think you look tired. Why don't you take some rest on me? You will feel refreshed. resting the night. Hanuman said, "Thank you so much for your offer, but I cannot rest. I am on a purpose. I am on a mission. I have to reach Lanka as soon as possible. I have an important duty." Manika said, "Okay, so be it. My power also may reach you." And pleased by his polite words, the Mount Mainaka let him pass as fast as he could. Then, just ahead of that, giant snake stopped his way. It was a huge giant snake, ferocious Surasa, and it had a spotted body with a large, flickering red tongue. "You certainly will make a tasty meal. You are so strong and young. I will gobble you up." Hanuman said, "I am actually on a very important duty. Please let me go. I will return and then you can eat me. But right now, please let me go and fulfill my duty." "Nothing doing, no excuses. I can let you go if you can enter and exit my mouth alive." Surasa knew that it was not possible, but Surasa did not know the powers of Hanuman. Now, clever Hanuman, what he did? He started growing to a gigantic size. And Surasa, in her greed to eat that young monkey, kept on widening her mouth, giving out angry cries. But Hanuman just would not stop growing. And when it was really very wide mouthed and it was paining, suddenly Hanuman shrank into a size of a bee and whizzed past inside the snake Surasa's mouth. And out he went. And Surasa realized that she was outsmarted by this clever monkey. And she then said, "I wish you success in your endeavor." Saying this, Surasa let him go. And Hanuman carried on across the sea, carried on across the sea, when now he was faced by a dragon, Simhika. The dragon said, "Oh, you look like a monkey that I would really like to slaughter." Now again, Hanuman thought, "Why are you stopping me? Please let me go." But Simhika just would not listen. Caught Hanuman by casting a spell on his shadow on the sea and trapped him inside her mouth, sliding down into her tummy. Now our superhero Hanuman, and that's why I called him superhero, he started growing inside. He started increasing his size and he grew and grew and grew and grew so much that Simhika's tummy burst open and out flew our superhero Hanuman. He was covered in Simhika's blood and sweat. And after 1,000 miles of crossing through the seas, Hanuman saw a shimmer in far away in the sky. Ooh, what was that? A light? Oh, that looked the gates of Lanka, Sri Lanka. So he was nearing it. He felt so happy and overjoyed that he was very close to his destination. But it was not so easy to cross through the gates of Sri Lanka. Why? Because Lankini was standing there, the fearsome gatekeeper of Ravana. and his kingdom, Lanka. She stood there like a big, huge monster, and she would never allow anybody to enter the city without her permitting. Who are you and why are you here? She growled in anger. Hanuman replied, please let me go. Ma'am, let me go my way. I have a job to do. What? A job to do? Ha! You will not tell me why have you come here. Not before you fight with me and win me. You can move a step ahead, growled Lankini. Now Hanuman was really impatient. He was fed up fighting all these hurdles. He just realized he couldn't explain anymore and he just started growing and grew up to his gigantic form. Huge gigantic form, and with a swish of his tail, he just flew Lankini away. Lankini flew far away in the ocean in a quite a distance with a deafening sound because herself was so huge. She tried hard to save herself, but she was smashed. And when she remembered that a prophecy was made long time ago, that Ravan and Lanka's end are near. If a monkey defeats you with a single blow, remember that is the signal of Lanka's end with Ravan. Lying injured there, she said, so you are Hanuman. Enter, Hanuman. Enter Lanka. I know the victory is all yours. You must have come looking for Sita. You will find her through those doors where she is so sad and forlorn, waiting for her Lord Rama. And that is how our Hanuman reached Lanka. And in no time, he reached Sita. What happened after that? I will tell you next time. This story was how Hanuman, the superhero, reached Sita after crossing the huge Indian Ocean. I hope you've liked the story, children. You know what to do. If you've liked, like, share, subscribe, share it with all your friends. Let them also hear stories from Ammu. And be strong like Hanuman. Believe in his strength. And he was so strong because he was so confident. And he was a devotee of Lord Rama. Stay good, children. Be happy, stay blessed, and stay indoors. Please stay safe. Times are very difficult now. There are people falling sick. Please keep healthy and keep safe. Ammu loves you and she will come back soon with another story. Till then, thank you so much for watching this video and hearing the story from Ammu. Bye bye.